So in addition to recruiting insurance agents into my agency, I also recruit agencies that want to build their agency with a trusted partner who is actively and has actively been doing the same thing in the final expense Medicare and annuity business. What I'm going to be talking about today in this quick video is kind of what the advantages are in working with my company, Duford Insurance Group, to build your insurance agency. Of course, my name is David Duford. I own Duford Insurance Group, and I train and recruit agents and agencies nationally to sell final expense Medicare and annuities face-to-face and over the phone. If you happen to enjoy this content, like it and subscribe, please. If you'd like to learn more about my agency, click the links above or below. So let me give you some benefits I think that make a big difference when joining my agency versus the other opportunities to build your agency, because this is a really important thing that you have to keep in mind. As it's important to pick a good agency to sell insurance, it's important to pick a good partner to build your agency. Why? Because there could be terrible consequences for building an agency under the wrong umbrella that might prevent you from the autonomy that you're probably seeking through the duplication of yourself and others as you build up your agency. So one of the biggest things that I think we can offer that a lot of these name brand agencies out there massively recruiting don't and can't offer is what I would like to call brand autonomy. You see, the strategy that most agencies out there who heavily recruit, you guys know what I'm talking about, they use is that they basically use the franchisee strategy. They say, hey, look, you can join our agency. We're going to teach you how to sell, and then you can use our brand name to build your own. We'll give you your own logo associated with said agency, and then you get to leverage our brand in the market to do the same exact thing. Well, all of that always sounds appealing, right? I mean, look, if I wanted to get in a restaurant business, maybe operating a Chick-fil-A or a McDonald's would be a smarter idea than doing your own brand. But the problem with that is there are extensive consequences that could happen over time if you're not really thinking through of the long term. For example, there could be things that happen to where management changes. What if the owners of said agency or IMO die and the direction and strategy of the company changes? What if you have a problem with the organization and you've built an agency, something happens, something changes, and you've built this agency and you're thinking of leaving that agency? What happens to the agents that joined? Are they agents in your agency, or are they agents that are part of the brand name agency that you were recruited to? And will they follow you when you decide to leave, and if you decide to leave? And what are the consequences for this? And will that brand name agency that you franchised under to an extent, will they let you go quietly into the night? Or are they going to hold you hostage or sue you or try to prevent you from taking people and agents away from that said agency? This is happening actually right now in this business with one of these major organizations. And the thing, guys, you cannot take this haphazardly. This is a critically important factor, and why I've talked extensively about this, because what I do that's differently is I don't make my agencies associated with me to brand themselves in my name. They can use my resources and certainly get my help, but what I encourage instead is the exact opposite that you're seeing in the market right now with this franchise strategy. Instead, to build your own brand around yourself, around your own values and mission statements, and to have autonomy in that brand so that you can attract people who are attracted to not my organization per se, but to you, and therefore bring up and build your own brand in the meantime. And again, I'm not saying that this strategy is the best. I think it's the best. It was the best for me because I get to build my agency and I've built my brand. And if things change with my partners in this business, well, I still have autonomy in my brand and can switch gears without any of my brand being damaged by things that are outside of my control. Again, think about companies out there who have had major PR problems with their brands. Subway and the Jared guy, right? Need I say more? The perspective and experience of what happened there certainly impacted the franchise operators. So brand autonomy is a big thing. That's what we support at Duford Insurance Group. And I think it pays off in the long run to build your own brand and have autonomy from the things that are outside of your control. Number two, maximal commissions with Duford Insurance Group are easy to achieve. This is unlike a lot of these other opportunities that you're seeing out there, guys. The problem with a lot of these multi-level marketing organizations is that they're what I would call a deep organization, or they have depth, okay? When you come on, you're at a lower commission and you've got 10 levels between you and the top, and all of these people, this fat in the middle is feeding off of you. And you're paying all these people with your production that don't do anything for it. And it leads to a lower level ceiling for your maximal commissions, and it requires you to produce a heck of a lot more to get to the highest levels. Now, this is in contrast to what I do, because what I do instead is more of what I would call a broad organization. I don't have anybody between me and you if you directly appoint with me. And that means not only as an agent I can extend higher commissions, it means as an agency I can do the same thing too, because I am not actively in the multi-level marketing culture of mass recruitment to teach others to recruit who will also recruit. Because when you follow that kind of mindset, as many of my competition does, it results with this lower commission, lower ceilings, and higher production required to get higher. And so with me, because I have a broad organization and a capability to contract with me, the likelihood is a lot higher that your commissions are going to be better and that you'll be able to progressively get higher to commissions at 130, 135 and more at a much faster rate than what you'll see with many of the competition out there that require much, much more than what I do. And then other thing I think is good, of course, is that I'm actively doing right now and have actively been building an agency since 2014. And what I provide all of my agency owners, with the extent that they want it, is a one-on-one coaching and mentorship to build an agency in the image that they have of what they want, which is a quality organization that is branded in their own image, that gets them the kind of results as far as production, revenue, and profitability that they're looking for. Again, I've been exactly where you've been. I'm actively building my agency, and I've been growing successfully since 2014, and I can bring a lot of value and just firsthand experience in doing it. And not just a fly-by-night recruiting and then a flash-in-the-pan thing, but progressively and successfully for many, many years now. And I think there's value in having that kind of repository of information and wisdom at your hands and at your fingertips. And last but not least, there's also the ability to scale into our training protocol, whether it's for final expense or Medicare. There's the ability to scale into our protocol for lead programs as well. Again, we can help you custom tailor a business plan for your agency so that you can create the training, you can create the lead programs, we can train you on how to train others, and then how to give you advice on how to manage others as well, because going from agent to agency owner is quite the change. Worrying about first yourself, now others. So there are some skill development issues that you have to partake in. But this is all things I can help you with as a partnership in Duford Insurance Group, because I am climbing that same ladder and have that you're beginning. So know exactly what steps to help you take. So if you're interested in joining an organization that's serious about your success, your brand, that will give you maximal profitability, maximal commission earning capability in the least amount of time to have a profitable, lucrative insurance business, we're the group to help you out. All you need to do is go to my website, davidduford.com/contact, reach out to me and say, hey, I'm interested, saw the video and would like to learn more about agency building with you. And then I'll be happy to sit down and have a one-on-one call with you. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your time. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care.